Gonna be some great ice skating in the morning here. That's all I can say. Graham got a new ball. We were out today checking out the situation in town, supply chain, and what we found is a huge lack of isopropyl alcohol. Pretty much missing. There are no masks in town, but come take a walk with me and I'll share with you some of my opinions. Hi ladies. You're awful talky. Alright, so back to the problem at hand. So here's how I see it. I'm not near a big city. So the people that are reacting here are, I think, no need to react, actually. I believe that there are tens of thousands of people that already have this in the country. Maybe hundreds of thousands. And let's go up to the top, Graham. And it's and the numbers are very poor. I think we're at about 160 in the US. I haven't checked today yet for a few hours. But that's probably more like, 50,000 in my opinion. And most of the people, their cases are so mild. Oh, look at that. It's a cat, maybe a fox. There's some teeth in there. Right there. Definitely a predator poop. So, there's my opinion. Got some elk up on the road here. Come on. Come on, Graham. So this is our back camping area in the National Forest. You can see we got a rigid tent set up back there. Now we're climbing up to the Earthship area. Back to the COVID. So, yeah. Now all this million kits, those are not going to be available till next week. So what's going to happen is almost everything's going to get bought out this week. And next week, when the kits hit the fan, the number of cases are going to jump. They're going to skyrocket. And then what? People who haven't panicked are going to panic. And they're going to run out to the store. And game on. So, the market recovered today. But, you remember, that was a climb. Now we're up quite a few hundred feet. On the Earthship pad. Sun is setting on a glorious day. Alan's got the entire orchard completely mulched. Look at how gorgeous that looks. Good job, Alan. He went at it. Look at that. It's like a mulch city. Awesome. So we're going to be extending some of the permaculture area to portions of this lot. See how it's all dirt over here now? And that's an area we're going to be implementing the Ruth Stout method. because our well is right there. So the well stopped running, so we got to fix that problem ASAP. I haven't checked the line or the wire or anything yet. So we got that to look forward to. Here, let me get it. Drop it. Oh, that one hit her. Oh. Drop. Let me kick it. Come on, get out of the way. Drop it. It's fun having a dog. So, COVID-19, yeah, next week, 1 million kits will be available. Cases are going to go into the tens of thousands. People in cities are going to panic. It's anyone's guess what happens. But next Wednesday, I can assure you, things are going to start changing. So there's not much time. Can you imagine if in like 8 weeks, money is taken off of the table? Like we got to turn in our money because it's spreading the virus? I can. Some bad news. It's with a heavy heart that we announced that Gaia canceled LeCon, as well as many other venues canceling gatherings, you know, in April and May and June. So we're going to have to, so everyone who purchased tickets is going to get a refund, and we're going to have to do a live stream. A lot of people purchased plane tickets, and a few of them are still coming out, and they'll be coming down the ranch. And we'll be doing some cool petroglyph stuff, like with Giles from Australia. CF Jingara, he's coming. Come on, Graham, let's take a walk over here on our new road. See if any of our grains are coming up. So we're not done the project, but all of this is going to be covered in edible grains, rye, barley, and wheat. Maybe some flax. And there's just a huge amount of space, both sides of the road, we're going to plant in. Not only as erosion control, but as free food. Also, you know, food for the wildlife. We share here. So that's how that works. So I hope that everyone's prepared, you guys have enough food. And the whole point is that as this is spreading, if you're in one of the risky cases, if you're older or you're already sick, those are the only people that really should be worried about this. Most people will get it and recover and it'll be fine. But if you have older family members, I mean, could be deadly. So you want to not be moving around. Those people don't want to be moving around a lot. They want to be safe. And in order to not go out, you're going to need lots of supplies in your house. You know, a month's worth of toilet paper and food, good food. You know, not TV dinners. You don't want to kill yourself while the outbreak is happening. So think about it. And you have a few more days before the rest of the world panics. I'm sure there's some cities out there where it's already begun, areas especially where there's victims and deaths. I'm just glad I'm not in a major city anymore. This is part of our strategic plan to be in a safe area, and we're very safe. One more super kick. Oh, that went right into the woods. So, I think next week, sometime midweek, we're going to start to see some changes occurring. Travel restrictions are going to intensify, and supplies are going to be limited. And then maybe some of the pharmaceuticals are going to start to run out. And someone asked me, like, what do I do for my children if they have ADHD meds and I can't get any more? You're going to want to start weaning your kids off early, you know, halving the dose or giving it every other day so that there's way less of an effect. And that's really the only way to know if that's the only safe way to actually to just stop the medication. So you don't want to just all of a sudden give it to the last moment. There has to be some kind of step down. So that's what you should be thinking about now. You know, think about, could you live for a month in your house with the supplies you have? Because it may be necessary for your safety and for the safety of people you love. Okay, before we end up the video tonight here, as the sun sets in the south San Juans, we got a winter storm coming this weekend, another one for the next weekend, and the Farmer's Almanac says we're going to get heavy snows in April. So, I'm going to go with them. Little sneak peek on what's happening inside here with our sprouts. We got perennial sorrel, vates, kale. We have some kind of beets coming up. The garlic looks amazing. The peas are blasting. We've got some radish, some amazing lettuces coming up here. Take a look at our fava beans. Fantastic. Some extra peas. Take a look at that. This is rocket arugula, and it is flowering, and it's delicious. Leah and I just got back from dinner. Take a look at all these beets. We're going to have beetroot galore in here. Ooh. Nice little celery back here. This is my favorite. Take a look at that. Let's get a freshie. Oh my God. You haven't lived until you ate celery grown from seed. Well, that's my 2 cents. Let's check out the snowpack and the divide, and we'll call it a night. Really tart, really dark and deep. Absolutely delicious. Coming down the end of the drive here. And then we can look back at the whole loop that we just took. But the Continental Divide is going to be lit up on fire. So you're looking at Gunsight Pass right there in the Chalk Mountains. And we just walked up the mountain here to the top pad, and then came back down, walked around the road, and here we are at 3Canyons Permaculture. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my little sunset walk. Leave some comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with like-minded people. Be prepared. Don't be scared. Don't believe the hype. We've gotten through every other flu pandemic. And this is just a coronavirus with probably a death rate, in all told, about 1%, I think, based on the current data. Some cities and some populations will have higher death rates, especially in old age homes, because this definitely attacks the elderly. So, be safe. We love you. Thanks for coming along. Ain't that right, Grandma?